Hey there, Magic players. Barry White here for MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. Joining me for the special MagicCon Las Vegas 2025 pack cracking video is Flavor Pro Matt. How's con going for you?
I'm having a great time. I'm getting to see friends, old, new, playing a few games whenever I can, wandering around, seeing the wonderful cosplayers, the artists. They have a whole tattoo station here.
They have a tattoo station here.
Wild, but also really fun how they're expanding things out. They're really bringing the gathering.
And trying something new here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about we try something old?
Oh, I am all about trying something
Let's
old.
try this pack of Mirage, circa 1996. Did you know Mirage was my first Magic the Gathering pre-release? Right here in Las Vegas.
I left Magic the first time right before Mirage came out.
You missed out.
So I completely missed out. I missed out on 25 years of Magic when I came back. It was a wild learning experience.
Very different after 25. Well, you know, let's show you some of what you missed out, shall we?
Oh, I am down for this.
Let's open this up here.
Look at that foiling.
Yeah. You hear that within the mic? You hear that?
If only we had, you know, smell-o-vision, because the packs back then smell like they do now.
Smell that.
Cardboard. Delicious cardboard.
So let's take a look what's in here. We're starting with and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Ahar Matan Ifrit. Does that sound right? Ahar Matan Ifrit. Costs 2 blue and 2. Summon Ifrit. Now they would just say creature Ifrit. It's a 2/2 with flying. And for 2 blue and 1, target creature gains flying until end of turn.
Blue doing blue things.
Blue doing blue things at very old school blue pricing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In this economy?
In this economy. What we got next here, Matt?
Ooh, a prismatic boon. X plus Azorius for an instant. X target creatures gain protection from a single color of your choice until end of turn. Okay, I kind of like that.
Yeah, that kind of hoses those monocolor, you know, typo decks and whatnot.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Fair enough. Okay, next one we have here, going back to blue, we have Coral Fighters. Costs a blue and a 1 for a 1/1. It's a, I'm going to go with the old school terminology, it's a summon merfolk. If Coral Fighters attacks and is not blocked, look at the top card of defending player's library. You may choose to put that card on the bottom of that player's library. I don't hate this.
I don't either. I feel like that's a steal.
I feel this is a card that should be easily played in a lot of blue decks in singleton formats like Oathbreaker and Commander and whatnot.
You know what I'm a big fan of, especially in Commander, is using what most would probably constitute as draft chat.
Right.
Because you drop a card out of the thousands that are out there.
Like out of nowhere.
And it's like, what the heck is that?
And you're like, oh, this is replacing that card you just tutored to the top of your deck. That's what this is doing.
Yeah, how do you like that? A little too fishy of a play.
A little too fishy of a play, yeah. I would say, how do you like them crab apples?
Ooh.
Matt, you're
that really fish sticks it to them.
Oh,
We'll be here all video.
We'll be here all video.
So we've got a Mind Bender Spores for 2 and a green. Summon Wall. Okay, off of the name, I was not expecting a wall.
We got a wall.
So of course, 0/1, Flying Wall. Whenever Mindbender Spores blocks any creature, put 4 fungus counters on that creature. During its controller's untap phase, remove a fungus counter from the creature. As long as the creature has any fungus counters on it, it does not untap during its controller's untap phase.
You know, that is a stunning card.
Oh, I see what you did there. I do like the flavor of a fungus counter, kind of like burying it down, looking at like moldy bread.
Today I learned that fungus counters are a thing in Magic. Apparently it's been a thing for almost the entire existence of Magic.
Yeah.
Almost.
But it's fun.
It's yeah, I mean, it makes for a fun guy.
God. Yeah, we deserve that. We definitely deserve that.
We deserve that.
You know, so far, first couple cards in this, commons, I'm enjoying these.
They're interesting. They're interesting. Honestly, I'm wondering if those were 3 uncommons and this might be a rare.
It's always so hard now that I remember going back to the old packs, you didn't really have a tag for it.
No, sometimes there was a pattern. There was like 3, 1, and the rest were commons, but this is before they started color coding the set symbols.
Or even tagging them on the bottom of the letter.
Or even tagging them on the bottom. On the bottom it just says, illustration Ian Miller, copyright 1996, Wizards of the Coast, all rights reserved.
And you can tell that I'm old when we go to look at that, where I tilt my head back because of the progressive lenses.
We're doing this. We're doing that. All right. I just seem to keep you getting the blue cards.
Is this a sign of something to be afraid of or to build?
It's telling me something. Anyways, this card is the Cloak of Invisibility. Costs 1 blue. This is an enchant creature, and this is
now an aura.
Now this says enchantment aura. Back then, you say enchant, and then what it could enchant. So this is an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gains phasing and cannot be blocked except by wolves. So only the Mindbender Spore and his friends can block this guy, but that's only every other turn because it phases out.
I love the flavor text on this. Useful if you can find it.
If you can find it. Indeed.
And like an invisible person who some reason or another cannot see, just bumping into walls.
And if this is a Cloak of Invisibility, let's assume it's invisible itself. If you set it down and you don't remember exactly where that was, are you kind of hosed?
You kind of are. The thing I'd be more worried about is wandering across your house where it was, slipping on it and breaking something.
Like your neck.
Yeah.
But that's what that's where the phasing comes in. Okay, next. Not a blue card.
So we've got Grave Servitude for 1 and a black. It's an enchant creature, so another present day aura. You may choose to play Grave Servitude as an instant. If you do, bury it at end of turn. An enchanted creature gets +3, -1, and is black.
First off, that art is metal.
It really is.
And so, yeah, flash. Kind of.
A little bit.
A little bit. But gotta love that old terminology, bury it at end of turn.
Oh, I remember constant discussions around the picnic table. What's the difference?
Yeah. Nowadays, you would just say sacrifice at end of turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one gets buried. It's gonna get buried right down there on the table. Not a blue card.
We
Finally,
got there.
I got there. This is Pacifism with amazing art by Robert Bliss.
Tried and true card.
Tried and true card was a staple white card for the longest time. Pacifism, another enchant creature, white and 1, simply says enchanted creature cannot attack or block.
I got destroyed yesterday by someone who was able to top deck a Pacifism to lock down my last blocker and get through for the last 2 points of damage. And it was a new player.
Oh.
So the joy in their eyes when it happened, it made me feel good. Like, I love losing in a spectacular manner.
You all grown up. What we got next, Matt?
Ooh, Stone Rain.
A classic card.
True classic. Everyone's favorite. Land destruction.
Yay!
So we got 2 in a red for a sorcery, destroy target land.
I love this flavor text. What rainbow could possibly come of this rain?
I believe it's a pain bow.
Oh, pain bow. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, another beautiful piece of art on this one. This is Stalking Tiger. Gorgeous art here by Therese Nielsen. Green and 3, Summon Tiger. It's a 3/3. Stalking Tiger cannot be blocked by more than 1 creature. So no ganging up on this guy.
No, that's a big kitty. Murder kitty, as it were.
He's a big kitty. You get a blue card now.
We're swapping it around.
There we go.
So we've got the Sea Scryer. So it's a summon merfolk. Tap to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Play this ability as a mana source, or pay 1 and tap it to add a blue to your mana pool, playing again as a mana source. Costs 1 and a blue for a 1/1. Honestly, not bad.
No, it seems fine.
Quick mana rock and blue.
Blue ramp. Blue ramp. Who knew?
It's not a Mirage.
It's not.
See what I did there?
I do. And I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
Okay. We have Dirtwater Wraith. This here is black and 3 for a 1/3. Summon Wraith. It has Swamp Walk, so if defending player controls any swamps, this guy's unblockable. And as the Wraith does, for 1 black, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I like the rules text. I don't like the casting cost on this.
No, it's a little high. I like the art though. It kind of has a Predator vibe to it.
It does. It's got that, like, looks like it came right out of like Alien versus Predator. Yeah. What do we have next here, Matt?
Ooh, an Ivory Charm. An instant for 1 white. Choose one. All creatures get -2, -0 until end of turn. Or prevent 1 damage to any creature or player. Or tap target creature. So, some options there.
Useful options.
I mean, more than likely, I'd use the prevent 1 damage because sometimes that could be a saving grace. Also, tapping target creature might be convenient.
I mean, that EDH player the other day could have played an Ivory Charm to tap your blocker instead of the pacifism. Just saying. What do you think of the templating though on this modal card? That templating.
I love how they do it now, where it's a bulleted list. It's a little clearer. I mean, reading this, you all noticed. I thought that there might be 2. Suddenly, we get a 3rd option at the
Yeah, you
end.
sound like you were almost done, but you weren't done.
No.
No.
I do appreciate a good semicolon though, so I am happy at the end.
Next.
Hey, variety.
Red. Variety. No, we had one other red card. This is Dwarven Nomad. He's always happy because he's nomad.
God.
They just keep coming, man.
They do.
They just keep coming.
There's so many we can't edit them out.
Right. This is red and 2. Summon Dwarf. 1/1. Tap target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. This, boys and girls, and everybody in between, is what we call a functional reprint. Because in the OG Magic sets, there was a card called Dwarven Warrior, which is exactly this card in every which way.
I'd forgotten about that.
Except for name. Dwarven Warrior, Dwarven Nomad. This is our penultimate Mirage card here, Matt.
Oh, Wild Elephant for 3 and a green. Summon Elephant. 3/3. Trample. That's it. There's more flavor text than there is mechanical text.
Also, I believe this might also be a functional reprint. Because again, back in OG Magic, this card reminds me, and in editing, we are going to take a look to verify this, and if so, we're going to cover my face with this card. I believe this is War Mammoth.
Oh, I think you're right.
If I'm right, cue the confetti.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Last card, you ready?
Let's do it.
And of course, we go back to blue.
You gotta
Where
finish
this
strong.
all started. with a Jolt. I used to drink Jolt. Remember Jolt?
Oh,
Cola?
I remember Jolt.
I would go snowboarding, actually just outside of Las Vegas, a place called Lee Canyon. They sold Jolt Cola.
Yep.
I'd have a bread bowl with chili and a Jolt Cola and go back out on the snow.
You know, you can't go wrong with that.
Believe it or not, there is snow in and around Las Vegas. In, not as often. Around, more often. Anywho, Jolt. It's an instant for blue and 2. Tap or untap. Target artifact, creature, or land. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. So Jolt can trip. There you go.
Not bad.
Not bad. So Matt, looking at these cards, let's say we're building an Oathbreaker deck today.
Ooh.
Or an EDH deck. What card of the from this booster pack is your must include? So
Prismatic
give me your
Moon, the one that is going to be Azorius and an X.
I don't hate it.
Target creatures gain protection from a single color of your choice until end of turn.
You can use it on offense. You can use it for protection on defense.
You never know who's going to be coming at you if you're going to be going against a monocolor Oathbreaker
I
deck.
just thought of a cool, cruel way of using this card.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's say you're playing against an Enchantment Matters deck. You know they got blue white enchantments, right? And they got they got auras on all of their creatures. How about you target their creatures and say protection from white, and all their white enchantments just fall off?
Oh, I love trying new methods of breaking spells.
That's cruel.
Asymmetric warfare, it's a thing.
Asymmetric warfare. I think we just go with that.
I think we just go with that.
Just go with that.
That's an easy win. Now we just
Okay.
gotta find out the best pairing.
Right. Which we will do off camera.
Yes.
Because I don't have enough time for that right now. I gotta go and do other things at the con while we still have a couple hours left.
Oh, it's true. We do have, what, 2 hours
2
left?
hours
A little
left.
under?
It's getting there. It's getting
We're going
there.
to cause as much havoc as possible.
So if you are online and you heard about Havoc at MagicCon,
It wasn't us.
It was. Oh,
Plausible deniability.
we're lying. It wasn't us. We are not the problem. Thank you for watching.
A little bit of the problem.